One of the most important aspects in this framework, it's repeated twice. What would that be? I'm jasonhopkinson.com for Learn Whispering, Student Success Tutor and Awakened Essence. What's the most important thing that lets you know you've got it? That you've developed that habit? That you've got that thing? That you had that experience? Pillar 3, rules of evidence. You have the evidence. It's also success factor 3, eh? What's the evidence? What are the results? How can I improve? What did I do wrong? Which aspect of the 9-pillar framework of the structures interfered, or do I have to somehow do better at, or modify, or change if I can? Some of the structures, of course, you can't change, but you improve within those structures. Evidence. What evidence would you need to prove something that you're saying is true, so it could actually be used in a court of law as evidence? Can you see it? Can you measure it? How much? How often? How frequently? If it's an internal process, how consistent is it? How embodied? Pillar 1. Correct whispering state, learning state, correct presence practice in your body. This ties into pillar 4, of course, law 0, being self-honest and self-responsible. So you are correct with your sensory acuity, seeing what is, not what you imagined. So if you can put it on a video, that's real, eh? You can see I'm standing next to an absolutely stunning old tree next to a river in the middle of nowhere. That's evidence that I'm not in town. So evidence, it's a biggie, because people can claim all sorts of stuff. You can claim all sorts of stuff to your own mind. What's the evidence? Do you have the exam results? Do you actually have that job? Do you actually have that bank balance? Can you get your heart rate to that place? Do you enter with your state awareness and correct state, your whispering state, learning state, correct presence practice? What's your goal? How often? How frequently? How easy? Can you hold emotions at the same time? You will with practice. Well, correct practice. That's what you learn here, eh? How to do it properly. That's why this framework is bulletproof and evidence-based. Because if you don't have the evidence, how do you know if it's real? It's easy to say, yeah, I do this, I do that, blah, blah, blah. Do you? Show me the evidence. My videos are full of evidence, especially with the wild animals, be they cockatoos or dinosaurs. Dinosaurs, of course, are a much bigger challenge, and you need to be aware of the safety factors. Success factor 1, what are you not going to do about it? What are your boundaries? Don't take on things that are above your skill set until you have the skills. Because going to hospital's no fun. So evidence, what's the evidence? Get concrete, get specific, get down to the percentages if you can. Write it in your success journal. Your internal processes can be written down. And in 5 years' time, they might be used in a court of law, eh? You can say, I had this sort of thing going on in my life. It created these sorts of states. It created these sorts of outcomes. Your Honour, that's evidence. The success journal is really important. That's why it plays quite a key in the framework here. Evidence. What's the evidence? And ask people that. What's the evidence? Because with AI, things can be created now that look so real, you can't tell the difference. And as AI improves, you know, in a couple of years' time, we're in 2025 right now, we won't be able to tell the difference. So what is the evidence? You can feel it, you can see it, you can touch it. It's not on a device. and learn to be discerning, i.e. law zero. Is that real? Did that really happen? Oh, it's fun to watch, but it doesn't mean it's real, eh? Oh, we've got to be so important with this, and this is a new aspect that's coming in with this framework is the AI stuff. It can be our friend and it can also be our brainwasher. So what's the evidence? And we will get into that in the brainwashing module. As well as, of course, being specific and using evidence that cannot be created out of a computer. Rules of evidence. Look at that tree. There is definitely evidence there of some sort of interesting trauma, eh? It's just a fantastic shape. Take a look at it. It's like a second tree sort of popped out. Your diary is a place for you to put your evidence, as is your photos, your phones, your conversations that you have with people. But when it's written down, you're reinforcing the habit. Evidence. How's your practice been today? How many times have you entered the correct state, alpha state, theta state, correct presence practice, the whispering state? What emotions were floating around? How did you deal with them? What's the evidence? Training the unconscious mind, the heart brain, and listening to the messages. You can hear the evidence that the sulphur-crested cockatoos, eh? So I'm jasonhopkinson.com for Learn Whispering, Student Success Tutor, and Awakened Essence. Catch you in the Pillar 4 video, the one that humans like to avoid.